Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or what time you're watching this. Alpha Legion fans, all five of you, I have wonderful news. There's a new Akura book, which I believe is I don't know much about Alpha Legion, but I know that this guy's from what I understand, he's an Alpha Legion sorcerer, and I think he was in Harrow Master, which is another book by Mike Brooks, but there's a sequel to that coming out. And Akura, the character, is a black space marine. He has long dread hair. He looks fucking sick. I love his armor. I love his spear. It's definitely an Alpha Legion spear, but when I saw it, it kind of made me think of the Necrons. But that's probably just because of the green. And it's very funny seeing people who only know lore from YouTube shorts thinking like, I mean, the same thing happened with Dawn of Fire, Avenging Sun, right? When the Black Ultramarine, they were like, why is that Space Marine black? Isn't he supposed to be white? His Primarch's white. Folks, most gene seeds don't take on that much look of their Primarchs, especially Ultramarines. But obviously Sanguinius does, because, his blood's very strong. Conrad Kurz, all Nostramans kind of look similar. So, obviously Vulcans does, because the planet they recruit from all have that pigmentation thing. But the Alpha Legion only look like Alpharius because they get surgery. It's not the gene seed that does it. They get facial reconstruction surgery to look like Alpharius, so that they could pretend to be Alpharius. Anyway, we're playing more Ogryn. What can I say? Mach 1 Power Club, Full Ren Mach 2 Ripper Gun, Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Best Defense, Big Friendly Rock, Soften them up, Pumped up, Indomitable Stomping Boots, Trample, Slam, Strike True, Batter, Bonebreaker Zora, Attention Seeker, No Pushover, Bruiser, Get Stuck In, Frenzied Blows, Delight Destruction, Dominate, Heavy Hitter, Unstoppable, Just Getting Started, and Impactful. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty, and we're in. I thought I had 3 Psychers. No, just one of them's a Zealot. I like Mike Brooks as an author. I've glazed him way too much on this channel, so it's fine. Apparently some people didn't like Voidsguard, and I say that they're wrong. I saw some people being like, really sacrificing Corsairs for a craft roll or whatever? It's like, the whole point of the book is that the Eldar were manipulating them, or the craft rollers. Like, come on now. I'm dying. That one's dark. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. They all followed me. Unrelated to Warhammer, there was this guy. I'm just gonna call him John. I think his first name was John. Notice how I say was. And he found, allegedly. Now, there's like, I'd say a 48% chance this is all bogus, and a 52% chance it might be somewhat real. But he found a big shiny rod in the middle of the desert. It's about, I'd say like 2-3 feet long. It looks like it's about a liter of soda in width, explaining the width of things to an American. And from what all possible things it could be, it's more than likely a discarded plutonium rod. Or something, just something incredibly radioactive. And this guy, makes a bunch of posts on 4chan about how he found it. He thinks it's some alien tech. He posts pictures of himself, carving, the Star of David and a bunch of other shit into it. It's 4chan, don't ask. But he says he said he was gonna drill into it and open it up on YouTube Live. And he does a couple videos with it and stuff, and then he finally goes to open it and he's drilling into it. You can find it on YouTube more than likely. It's just called probably Opening It Up. I'm not gonna give you out any more information because I think it is seeing someone die. But he starts drilling into it about 22 minutes into the video, and then all of a sudden he has a GoPro on his chest. He staggers back, like after a bit of drilling, and he just starts. His words start slurring, and he starts saying, like, "I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry," and then he like falls over. And in the camera, from the seemingly in the direction of the door, there's this bright blue light, and you know, kind of like how the Demon Core did it when that was a thing. And then it sounds like he hits the ground, and then it just sounds like, you know, it sounds like he's shitting himself, because when you die, fun fact, you shit your pants. Or it sounds, you know, sounds like fluid is escaping his body. And yeah, there's no noise. It's silent. There's like some people, if you find the video or the live stream, people have put timestamps and stuff of what they think is like going on. But more than likely, like the guy just fucking vaporized himself with ionized radiation. And, you know, died for it. Radiation's not a toy, folks. Let it be known. Radiation is not a toy. But other people are like, once again, there's a large chance that this is all fake and bogus. It's a 4chan thing, so take it with that what you will. Well, some people are thinking like, oh, like the government killed him, and that's why he was saying like, I'm sorry, and there's like that light coming from seemingly the stairway. Because it's like, oh, it's the government's like flashlights or whatever. And they kill him or whatever. Like they tranquilize him. That's why he's like apologizing. He's trying to like beg for his life. When no, he just vaporized his brain. It's like saying that, oh my god, he actually found something alien. Definitely not just a plutonium rod that should not have been discarded, but was. An exceptional fuck up. One, two. Oh, I thought I counted a fifth. I was like, or you know, a fourth rando. I was about to be like, huh? Ow. Goddamn, my throat. All of a sudden I start recording it gets a little scratchy. But yeah. I'd say like fakeness versus realness scale, 48% fake, 52% real, just because some people are that stupid, especially if it's from 4chan. It's like that guy who fucking found a grenade, and he was like, oh, what should I do with it? And people were like, oh, do this with it. And then he never replied to that thread again, and people were like, oh. And then it turns out he fucking like blew himself up. Anyway, PSA folks, if you're out in the desert hiking or whatever, and you see a shiny silver rod that makes the air taste kind of funny when you get near it, call the government and leave. Call the government, let them know where you found it, then go to a gas station, get yourself a white monster, gummy bears, and probably some iodine pills from the pharmacy. And just, you know, maybe potentially schedule a doctor visit if you're a little anxious about it, right? And then you leave it alone and let the government fix their fuck up. And like, another reason why I think it was real, it's because like I grew up on the internet before there was like, while it was still a wild, wild west land, you hear and see things in your life. And it sounded very similar to people who are either like going through a very near-death medical crisis or are actively in the state of dying against their will. So it's either one hell of an actor or a guy who did just vaporize his brains with ionized radiation. Although some people, one thing that does kind of give it credence to it being fake is the camera doesn't get fuzzy. But some people are like, it could just be with how the modern cameras and GoPros work. It could be filtering out the fuzz in a way, so it like looks clear even though it's not. But then some people are like, yeah, but it kind of like it fades to black at some point. So like clearly the camera got like destroyed by the radiation in some way.
So who knows? Just don't, leave radiation alone. Just anything radioactive that's like enough to melt you, leave it alone.
Speaking of related, there's this really funny tweet, and it was a quote tweet of one of those tweets that hot women make of being like, oh, if you're so-and-so, what would you do? It was this hot woman posting a tweet about, oh, what would you do if you were stuck in an elevator? And obviously the whole thing is like, we fuck, right? That's like implied, we have sex in the elevator. But this bodybuilder guy quote tweeted this girl, and he was like, unfortunately, it wouldn't end very well for you. I can survive a while without food, but I will need water eventually, and since you are 70% water, I will have to eat you. But don't worry, I'll make sure that you experience no pain, and if you wish, I'll allow you to record a video. I'll record a video to give to your family. Parentheses, not of me eating you, that'd be horrible and, traumatizing, but, for your last will and testament. And, like, the woman happened to be trans, and she's an incredibly beautiful trans woman. And so many people, like, there were so many transphobes in this guy's fucking replies, and he was, like, roasting all of them. And, like, the best one was, like, y'all act like you can taste chromosomes. It's just so crazy how mind-melted you have to be transphobic in the replies of someone implying cannibalism. We love trans-inclusive cannibalism, is all I'll say. I'm a trans-inclusive cannibal. Anyway, sometimes I think about if I could eat a person. I think the answer, is probably for anyone. If need be, I suppose I could, but I feel like I'd be much more... I feel like I'm that guy that'll, like, tough it out and be like, no, I'm not eating you. I'll go fucking, like, skin this porcupine with a fork before I, like, eat a person, simply because... Now, if the person was... Now, okay, sort of raises the question. Is this person... Am I killing this person to eat them? Like, whether it's out of, like, murder or out of, like, pity... Because, like, I don't think I could kill and eat a person. Like, all my eating hookers memes aside. But, like, if someone... Say we're on a frozen mountaintop and someone passes away, I think I'd be able to carve off some leg meat. You know what I'm saying? Needs must be met. And I'm hungry. Although cannibalism is illegal. I don't even think you could, like, consensually be a cannibal. Now you may be asking, what the fuck is a consensual cannibal? I think it's like in the event of someone's death, they allow, like, this person to eat their body. Although apparently, like, human is, like, kind of bad for you. Not even just, like, the psychological stuff, but, like, apparently we carry a lot of, like, diseases. Which makes sense. I don't think I'd be very tasty, me, personally. I drink way too much White Monster for that. I was gonna say White Monster and coffee for that, but I think actually the coffee might actually help with my flavor. Give me a nice earthy texture. Things to think about. Ugh. What else is going on in my life? You think if I title this video Consensual Cannibalism, it'll get demonetized? I think so. You ever think about how... Oh, I got yawning. You know, I've actually, a somewhat, not like a fear, I wouldn't say it's a fear, but like every time I have a big yawn, in the back of my mind I play all those horror stories I've heard about people yawning so hard they get lockjaw. But as a kid, you want to be an adult because you're like, oh, I get to choose my own bedtime. And then you get to be an adult, it's like, my bedtime is 9:30 or 10 o'clock at most. For the longest time, I had a very strict bedtime of 10 o'clock. No, I'm not talking about as a kid. Like, as an adult, like it was like 10:30. And it was like, oh, 10:30, you gotta get off the game. Sorry, good night, fellas. Some people would get like really mad. Like, obviously, if I'm in the middle of an Apex match, I'm not gonna just leave. Because, you know, that's doing my homies dirty. But, you know, if it's like, oh, we just got out of a match. What time is it? 9:55? Sorry, folks, I'm not starting another one. I'm hitting the sack, fellas. I had some friends that got really annoyed with me. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be nice and rested for our activities tomorrow, and you're not. And you're gonna be mad. And every time they were. Yeah, now I don't have so much of a strict bedtime, but I don't stay up very late, very often. Sometimes, if I'm like locked into a conversation, I'll stay up, because, you know, like if it's my, you know, if I'm working, the latest I'm staying up is 11, and even then I'm like, why did I stay up till 11? Oh, even if I have an afternoon shift, it's 10 o'clock is bedtime, baby. Just not as strict as with it as I used to be. Although it probably would be better if I was strict with it. Probably would be better for my brain. Hello, Mr. Mahler. Goodbye, Mr. Mahler. Stop eating people. Quit having fun. Did Jeffrey Dahmer eat people? I think I vaguely... maybe he tried eating people. I don't know remember if he liked it. I know, well, Hannibal Lecter's not real. Hannibal Lecter eats people, and they made Yowie about him, and that's pretty cool. Oh man. Oh god, who's that actor? I have him whenever I watch a Sony State of Play in the corner, because a funny Bloodborne edit. Oh, what is his name? Oh man. Fuck, what is his name? God damn. I always hate forgetting actors' names, because it makes me feel bad. Especially if it's from something I like. That being said, I did not watch the Hannibal show. God, what is his name? He's kind of like one of those Sigma literally me guys. Well, I'm gonna look it up. Hey Google. Hey Google. Google hates me. I think it's because my phone battery's low. Who played Hannibal in the recent Hannibal show? Mads Mikkelsen. Wow, that's a kind of a fucked up name to forget. It's Mads Mikkelsen. It's like Robert Robertson if you're Eastern European. Missed. What else was Mads Mikkelsen in? Obviously, he was in Hannibal. He was in John. Was he in John Wick? I have a vague memory of him being in John Wick. Oh, he was in. Obviously, he's in James Bond. Where else is Mads Mikkelsen? He's obviously in Bloodborne. And that's not true, but it's funny to think he is. That was kind of a sick throw by me. No, he wasn't the bear in Toy Story. That was someone else. That was Peter Cullen, wasn't it? Is Mads Mikkelsen even Eastern European? That's like a very... He seems like a man who's never truly smiled in his life. So that would lead to me believing he's Eastern European. Many things to think about. Ultramarines, Mr. Bond, really? How trivial. I cast Jump and put my boys in your back lines. I'm looking it up if Mads Mikkelsen is Eastern European. Also, is Mads Mikkelsen Eastern European? No, he's not Eastern European. He's Danish. That's basically the same thing. Was that Western European? I don't know. He's Danish. Belgian waffle. That's not Danish, I don't think, but it made me think of one. Well, if you missed one video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better brush your teeth and have a good one. Bye-bye.